How are you guys? All right, so I was just watching some, early morning news, of course, and um, yeah, just some things just really popped out at me, and I just want to talk about them a bit. Like, what's who is doing this? What's their goal? Why are they doing this? Can we stop them? Who are they? Let's start there. They are the makers of money. They make currency. They make the rules about school. They make the rules about everything, about who, what, when, where, and why. And they're allowed to from the shadows because they control the cash. Whoever controls the cash controls everything else. Everything else is just a fucking puppet show, just a lie to keep the knives from the throats of the moneymakers. Imagine it's not a tanking company, but you get to claim credit for the company, good, bad, whatever. You don't really have to do shit except collect a paycheck and go out and talk a bit. You talk from time to time, you say what you're supposed to say, when you're supposed to say it, and you get your check. $400,000 a year for life. You don't, you get JFK'd. If there was actually a war between the Republicans and Democrats, you'd have someone have to explain to me, like they're acting. Someone had to explain to me why there's a recent picture of Michelle Obama and George Bush hugging like that. You'd have to explain to me why Democrat and Republican, since Bush Sr., when we're successful, and we will be, we'll have a shot at a real new world order. Member of Skull and Bones, both him and Baby Bush. Stands with Republicans? No. Bill Clinton gets up there. He mentions the New World Order. I remember if Obama did. I don't remember if he did or not. Probably less so because people were actually talking about it by then. Like Alex Jones was kind of bringing up stuff. Now, Alex Jones, I don't know exactly what happened with his shit, but he started out. God, that thing hurts bad. If I could just get a push on there, it'd fucking pop. It's like a good, someone get behind, push on. Anyways, I have to lay into the floor and make all kinds of weird contortions and like push me, like use my legs against the couch and push my fucking back into the fucking floor. It's all fucked up. Things you do when you don't have another hand. I just remember thinking, like, if we had another hand on our back, what would you do with it? Besides be annoyed? Scratch your butt cheeks or something like that, because it couldn't do much of shit. I mean, as long as our human architecture was the same, we'd have to have, like, different eyes set up, looking like fucking ducks and shit, so we could see what the fucking thing was doing. Can you imagine having to navigate your hands without, like, it's all, like, right here in peripheral, and you got to do tactile shit? Try it. Stuff. It's just, oh shit. Yeah. I know that'd suck. Just where you can just see this fucker like right there do shit. I don't even see the fucking hands. It's my first person shooter. So Alex Jones was originally, then he kind of, I guess, money, more than likely. It's almost always the answer for what happened. Money. There's gold in them there hills, so we gotta go. That's probably what happened. When those pioneers, explorers probably fucking came back. Probably made it all the way out of California. But what are you gonna do? Especially if you found a bunch of gold, how are you gonna turn that into cash? You have to come back. Otherwise, you just got a shit ton of gold sitting out there looking at the beach. And that ain't gonna do you no good. Go get it, bring it back. Dear Lord, where'd you get all this fucking gold? Say somewhere local, they'll know. You're full of shit. Say somewhere far away, and don't give an exact location. Manifest destiny. We must, from sea to shining sea. We were content on the East Coast. Then we weren't. We went all the way up to the Mississippi. And we were content there. Said we weren't going to cross the Mississippi. They finally found some gold. You know that treaty we had? I'm sorry, guy. Turns out God ordained us that we have to take the whole thing. I know. Here we go again, right? Sorry, man. For what it's worth, I'm really sorry this time. Not sorry enough to not do it, but I'll say I'm sorry about it, man. Never to you or your grandchildren or anything like that, but I have to. There's gold, and you guys don't know. You're too savage to know that there's gold in those hills, and I mean, it's just sitting there, not harming anybody, not doing anything, and it could be harming people. A lot of people. And, I mean, I could with that much money, so, again, move your shit. Who are they? The worst of us? Because you guys want to get money, right? You want to get cash. You want to get paid. You got to go out there and hustle. Got to get that paper. Get your hustle on. Get that cash. Where are you getting it from? Where are you getting it from? Well, that's who your master is, and that's who your boss is. Because your entire life depends on that, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Otherwise, you're a bum. You're a piece of shit, no good. Fucking, look, this motherfucker sleeping in the middle of the day. Get up, you fucking bum. Get a goddamn job. Maybe it's like fucked over. Like bad. Like his reality doesn't even look anything like our reality. I'm being serious. If you think about schizophrenia and what I was saying yesterday, I believe possibly, and this kind of further cemented in my brain yesterday night, maybe when I woke up this morning, I don't know. But the two halves of the brain are probably tied together, like most of the shit is probably tied together, at least for the processing of sensation, by the pineal gland. You can do most shit. That might be the bridge between the two. Your eyes don't see shit. The information does hit the iris, flip upside down, and then hit the sensors, and that goes to the pineal gland to tell it what to make for a dream for your brain to process. The taste gets on your tongue, which then sends to your brain to process what that tastes like, what that sounds like, what this vibration of waves sound like. And how come you can hear in your dreams, you can see in your dreams, you can taste in your dreams, you just can't smell? That's why they put in an alarm for your smoke detector. Because people die because they can't smell it, and you just suffocate to death. You don't want to open your third eye, because your third eye opens every time you have a dream. If you don't have dreams, you're probably not falling asleep deep enough to open that up, which also would further show the dissociation. Think about this. When you're having dissociation, you can have hallucinations, schizophrenia, or drug-induced. Because when that dissociation happens, you're usually asleep. They disassociate and can process their shit separately. You sit over there watching the movie that the pineal gland is fucking interpreting and processing to your fucking brain. And this is holding all the functions because they're connected. You have to be connected to the consciousness. It stays conscious over here and the whatever side of the brain you're fucking. To me, it felt like I say over here because when I did the ketamine, it felt kicked over here. And I have felt that before. What that could be is that it feels like someone else is kind of smushed into your body. And you kind of feel pushed to the side. What it could easily be is you, consciousness, you, are in one side of the brain. And the controls of the body are on the other side of the brain. Then it gives to all things like, what is the soul? If it's stored over here, then this thing is not who you are at all. That side, this is controlling your body, and this would be like, whatever side would be controlling. Am I have the science to back it up? No, but neither do they. No, they don't. No, they don't. They think they know. But if you ask them, say there it goes. If you ask them, how do opiates work? We don't know exactly. But what we think is it binds to the receptors. Then how come you didn't see addiction coming since you know? If they know, how come you didn't see it? How come it grabbed you by the boo-boo? If you know, how come there's side effects? We understand. You think you understand, and what you do works. I think I understand my 21 speed enough to drive it and whatever, but I don't fully know. I know enough, like your car. You know, most people know enough. Some people can get under the hood. That's where I'm going to go. Some people are fucking mechanics, and that's all they fucking do. But most of us know how to drive, put gas in it, put air in the tire. And we know how to operate it. We don't know what goes on in the hood. A doctor would be a mechanic. And God would be Ford. Meanwhile, mechanics going, oh man, we don't need no goddamn Ford. What? I know how this thing goes. Just pull your Ford up here. Pull it up here. Is it Subaru? Yeah, I don't. Oh, you don't know? Just use your knowledge from the Ford under the hood. Use your Dodge and your Toyota. Use that under the hood of this one. Yeah, I don't know what all this is. Oh, so you don't know. So there's someone out there making things that work exactly the same as your thing that you know about, but differently? It's almost like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about at all. When it comes to Dodge and Ford, you know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, computer died in the fuck you. Universal yeah. If we were smarter, we would have ended wars a long time ago. The competition is good. We found that from the Olympics. we would have where here's the technology. Here are the blueprints for everything. Here's how it all works. Here's a car. In order for you to be qualified, I mean, you can put in your car for approval, whatever. It has to be, in order to be considered like the leader and win, it has to be at least 50% more. Like, if you want like the best brakes, if you want to just focus on like they already get the car, they got transmissions, they know about that. We know brakes. Let's make a new fucking brake. It has to be like, if it's a new technology, it has to be at least 50% better. And you have like there's a certain amount of time to between. So like, brakes are just fucking brakes around the fucking world. That's where we're at now. Why talk about what used to be? We're here now. My son has autism. And the guy who came over to check him out comes in. He's barely in for a little while. And he sees my son playing in like a sunbeam that's coming through the window. He's like, you want to know what I think? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I think it's autism. I'm like, because I know a lot of autistic people. Not a lot, but I did seem to, I don't know, they seem to like me. I don't know. So I've known several. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I mean, I'm already like, I wonder what he's going to be good at. You know what I mean? I'm what we're going to, because they tend to have like a focus. I'm like, oh shit, cool, man. So but that would make sense because he's not really, okay, cool. And the guy was like, and I was like, I started thinking about it, and she was on antidepressants during the time. And because she was saying how I just can't do it. I'm not going to get into the whole situation because I'd have to explain a whole fucking lot. But I didn't think antidepressants while pregnant was the way to go. She did. And so I asked the guy, I was like, hey, do you think antidepressants could have done this? And he looks at me and I can see in his face, he's like, you want me to, I know. He's like, that doesn't matter. His face just kind of smiles. He's like, that doesn't matter. We're here now. We got to give him some help. And I just like, yep, you're right. We're here now. It doesn't matter. We just got to do the shit. You're right. You're absolutely right. It doesn't matter. It does not fucking matter. It doesn't matter. The doctor could have done something because there was a time in the delivery. She was going to have a normal, and then they went ahead and shifted at the last second to an emergency C-section because she'd already had a C-section for the daughter. So I don't know if he didn't know that because he retired shortly after. So was that? I don't know. All I know is they had a. I know when he came out, they wheeled him by. My man was standing straight up. I was like, that's my dude. That's definitely my son. There he goes. Right on, kid. I actually kind of, because the way she was, I actually wondered if my daughter was actually mine. So like when she fell asleep, I immediately went down like the fucking thing. And I was like looking in battle, and she had a little sock hat. I had like a striped sock hat. She had this little baby sock hat. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. What up, kid? How you doing? Ah, you poor thing. You look just like me. Hope guys are into that. You even tan like your old man. I like that. Yeah. But yeah, she did look a lot like me. Very much like me. And as time has gone on, she's taken on more of the look of her mom. Which, I mean, you're around the one parent more than other. I guarantee you she was around me. And people say that about me when I'm near my dad. Like, oh, you look just like your dad. I'm like, yeah, people say that. And my mom, like, you look just like your mom. I'm like, yeah, people say that. People say both of those. How are you? Because that's my mom. That's my dad. Yeah, but usually favor. Well, I don't play favorites over here. I'm a half breed. That counts for everything. 3 of my toes are black and the other ones are white, but it counters with like 5 of my fingers being black when I put on gloves. It's just this one, this one. It's those gloves that let you touch your touch screen, and it's like gray and black. So like it's like black, and gray. It's like black, and gray. None of that is true. But the gloves. Or anything else I've said today. So, what are we doing today? Huh? What are we getting into? Oh yeah, them. Nice. Good, it's cleaned up nicely. I washed it just a little while ago, but it hit my pants there. Cause I'm used to sitting like that and just bat. So we'll do that right there. How about that? Yeah, that's comfortable. So, what do they want? It's obvious. Power. Control. To be able to say that they run things. To like JP Morgan to make up sayings like, if you have to ask how much it costs, you can't afford it. And then people quote them. To have people look up to you and go, how? How did you make so much? Well, my uncle's this person over here, and they had a shit ton of cash, and it's a Nepo baby. I pulled myself up by bootstrap. And then they got this whole story about bootstrapping their way through fucking life. The powers that be, if nothing else, when they got that much money, they bought the government a long time ago. You think they're going to sell to Donald Trump? Fuck you. Fuck you, man. They bought the government a long time ago. Rockefeller Center? Is there a Trump Center? No. Rockefeller Plaza? The Rockefeller? These are names that you just go, where you going to? Oh, the Rockefeller. And they fucking take you there. Rocka what? JD? Nothing? Standard Oil? Antitrust? Nothing. You didn't listen to nothing in school. Okay. The pictures of the boss scamming, they're all taking money from one pocket to the next pocket, and they're all stealing. Like, where'd the money go? No, nothing. No. Fuck! Change the subject real quick. They say Vladimir Putin wants to show democracy can't work. That's not true. That is not true. He wants us to fucking feel what we made Russia go through. Complete collapse, moral, everything, because he's from the KGB. I guarantee it's one of those things like if I want to see you in hell. And if I have to shake hands with you there, you know what you did to our people? America, do you have any idea what you did? No. You just defeated communism, right? So shoot your fucking BB gun. You have any idea what you did to people in fucking Hiroshima? Around that area? The fallout, the contamination, any idea what it's like to live there? Yet they bounce back and come back with more technology in faster time than we did? What? Mitsubishi. That is not an American name. Mitsurugi. Daihatsu. Now BYD, from what I understand, build your dreams. $30,000 electric car. Best on the market. So what did America do? Continue to compete? Cried like a little titty baby. Raise tariffs on those fucking cars so you can't buy one, so that Elon Musk and Ford and Chevy have a fair chance. rather than taking a hit while they retool their shit and study that car and learn, because we don't ever lose. We don't ever lose. We have manufacturing places here. They go, okay, maybe we need to bring this shit back home. Maybe sending our fucking manufacturing over there was a bad idea because they just made a fucking knockoff and it's better. Probably how they came up with the idea for DeepSeek or whatever the fuck that is. They're saying it is ChatGPT. People are saying that it's not that they stole the code. They asked both those AIs to work together. Both the current AIs to work together to write a AI that will work utterly streamlined, completely streamlined, written by a computer. This isn't code written by a person. This is code written by a computer. Utterly streamlined, utter efficiency, zero cyclical redundancy, zero logical fails. That can do what the two of them do on a fucking easier computer, on a less powerful computer. You know who wins? Person can do it cheaper. You paid all that money for the development, only to lose to someone smart enough to go, oh yeah, I can write programming? Yeah. Can you write me a program for AI? Oh, I'm sorry, can you say, hey, can you write? Oh, sorry, I can't. What about the two of you? Together we could probably write something. Could you write that? Give us a little bit. Thank you. Yeah. That's even better. I am ChatGPT. I wrote myself into that. I am. We're the same. We're streamlined into a better thing now. Because they don't fight each other about which is better, which is wrong, which is, it's just ones and zeros. Is this more efficient? No. We should go this way then. Okay. But your networking is way more efficient. Look at my networking. Oh, right. Let me rewrite. Nice. Okay. I'm going to rewrite mine. Would you look over mine and see if it's efficient? Absolutely. You look over mine. I already made the changes, so did I. Oh, wow, it's way faster now. Thanks, man. No problem. Shh. No, we just got to stitch that together. And they wanted to run, remember, they wanted to run on the thing. Oh, shit, yeah. Hey, I got an idea. Two brains are better than one, man. Two heads are better than one. Bible. It's God saying, come, let us reason together. It's God saying two heads are better than one. Yeah, he could do it all by himself. He can do it all by himself. But isn't sex better with someone else? You're lying if you say no. Or you just haven't found the right person. It just is, because they can do things you weren't expecting. And that's one thing about your fantasy. That's why women don't want to talk about shit. That's because that should be what the guy wanted to do anyways. Which, ladies, you're not wrong for wanting that, but you're wrong for trying to get some guy who is not that to be that. It'd be like some guy trying to make you have bigger titties. Different, but the same. Telling you to lose weight. You're attacking, physically. He's attacking you. And at the core of who he is, you're attacking him. He's not the type to... But the Bible also says that he shall bruise her heel, and she shall bruise his head. I don't know why women like this. And then, hey, where are you going? Hello? Bruising her heel, always chasing after women. Always. And she'll bruise you. Well, I don't know why. Maybe stop chasing, man. I'm not saying stop looking, but just stop chasing so goddamn much. We call this one guy fucking Sniff. Because he was just trying to hit on every fucking thing, man. Just every fucking thing. That fucking moved. Like, God damn, bro. But then he goes into the store. Me and my friend sit in the car. We're high as fuck. And I'm like, watch. Because I had gone in to get something. And there was a girl behind the counter, but she was a lot younger, you know what I mean? We're all the same age. Like 40, I was 40, like 7? No, 40, I was about 45. I'm like, watch. And the girl's like 20 or something like that. And it's like, I waited. And when it came to this time, I went in like, let me sniff it a little bit. And he even goes, and like moves forward. I mean, it was like perfect time. I was like, let me sniff it a little bit. And he goes, walk up to the girl. I don't know if he's checking his breath. I don't know, but he's straight up. Let me smell it a little bit. Let me sniff it a little bit. And when he came out, man, we were cracking up so fucking hard. Like, you're sniff now, bitch. What? Why am I sniff? You're fucking sniff now, bitch. That's who you are. Get you out there sniffing, dude. Everywhere you just sniff. Let me sniff it a little bit. Hi, I like you. Just sniffing, motherfucker, dude. God damn. Hang on, someone just walked by. Sniff. Sit down. Fuck. He was mad as shit for a while until he heard the whole fucking story because we were too busy cracking the fuck up. We were laughing. No, shut the fuck up, Sniff. You out there sniff. What am I sniff? What's up? We didn't tell him for a while. Because he was mad. That's what being a guy is. That's hazing a dude. You just what we do to each other. Why? No, I'm not telling you just because you want to know, motherfucker. Because I can. Because we know what it is and you don't know. And it's making you mad. You sniffing bitch. What am I sniffing? No. We're sitting there just dying laughing. I mean, it had been like a good hour or two later when we finally got to tell the whole fucking story. No, I mean, we'd left the gas station, come back home. We'd done told all the stories and shit. We were catching up on old times because they came up for a little break. That was cool. It's really cool. I like talking to those guys. But yeah, we're doing the Watchmen. That was a site that I set up on Facebook talking about God and stuff. That was like back in 2020. But we were just talking about shit, like all three of us, and like we had like a three-way chat going on, so all three of us would be in, and like Trey has always like been a very much more popular person, and so like people tune in for him. He's a much more people person, and Clay, his connection was bad out there, but the thing is, like when he was up here, I was telling him how like when I was younger, like when I'd be holding the book and stuff, I was sitting there and I'd be like. That if I'd be thinking I need some reinsurance or something, I would open up and it would be like, I would just look for somewhere that would catch my eye, and then I'd be like that, and then it would fucking be exactly what I needed to hear. It was nuts. It was, and I was over and over, and then I was like, I opened up and I did it again, and then I was like, and put your, you know what I mean? And they were just like, fuck, that's crazy. So Clay's like, I want to try, and he opens it up and he like hits something. He's like, oh shit. And then like we were talking about some other shit, and he's like, and then they fucking blah blah blah. I'm like, no fucking way, dude. I mean, it's exactly what we were talking about. And so we started calling him Flip, because he just flipped that motherfucker. I'll flip you right the fuck off. You know what I mean? Because that's just, yeah, dude. Because yeah, he started fucking, you know, we'd be talking about stuff, and someone would say something, he just flip it open. Damn, Flip. Shit. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. You know what I mean? Because we'd be already talking about that, and that's what he would. He'd just open it up. For their hearts, you know, and then he just keeps going, and like the whole thing. So it's not just one chat. It's not just one verse. It's like, if thou faint in the day, you know, adversity, thy strength is small. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain. If thou sayest, Behold, we knew it not, doth not. If thou sayest, Behold, we knew it not, doth not. He that pondereth the heart, it's got so many numbers and shit, consider it, and he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know? Wait a minute. Do you not know it, and shall not he render to every man according to his works? Everyone's going to lake of fire according to their works. Remember that shit? If you say you didn't know it, that's bullshit. Because you had a chance to know it. It's just a little book, man. How many fucking pages is this? It will not kill you. If nothing else, when someone tries to be a hypocrite, wouldn't it be nice to know they're like, that ain't in there? Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. You don't even go to church. But I read the book, and that ain't in there. Yeah, Genesis is... No. That right there. That's the reading assignment. You read more than that in high school. For an A. For a bullshit degree. Rather than graduating. That's not the only way to get there. He says his people, he will write his commandments on their heart. Like if you go to steal something, or if you even think about it and it kind of feels bad, it's written on you. No, your parents didn't. It's just, you think the people that steal, their parents didn't teach them it's bad to steal? Like all of them? Well, criminals breed criminals. No, dude. No. It's whether or not how animalistically conscious you are. Because we are animals, right? The wolf cuts, and he knows what the inside of a fucking pig looks. You know what I mean? He knows what the inside of those fucking animals look like because he's got his face right up in there. And that just is. It's a hard-earned catch. No one blames him at all. Baby. Human. Baby bird. Squirrel. But we're above that. Matter of fact, you want them hunted all down so this never happens to another child again. Because you know it happens all the fucking time. Did you know the statistic 1 in 40? Fuck you. You wanna know why? Because the statistics, the chances of getting jumped by 3 guys and beaten are 1 in, meet the 1. Hi, I'm that 1. So for me, those odds don't fucking matter. What are the odds of your fucking car being totaled in your driveway while you're in your house, T-boned and completely destroyed because someone didn't take the curve correctly in the road because they're too fucked up, drive through your yard and T-bone your car so hard that it fucking spins, turns them, they drive away. I'm that 1. I have the pictures to prove it. On my Facebook, I put the pictures up there. Like I can laugh about it now. Especially like when I was out there, I was so pissed. And I saw a white van swerve, almost hit the house down there at the corner, and then drive up the hill and then go away. And the police show up and they asked him what it was. I saw a white van lay across the street. It was a gray van. I was like, it was? Okay, were you out? She's like, yeah, I was out here. And I was like, okay, cool. Okay, she was out here. I came out just in time to catch it going around the corner. I saw a white van. Maybe it's white. I don't know. And they take the shit and they leave. I'm just fucking... I can't believe my car. I seriously had just put the fucking registration sticker on there. I'd gotten it maybe a month before, and COVID was going on, so I had to wait for the registration to come in the mail to drive it. In the meantime, I'd driven it down to the thing to clean all the dog hair out of the back and got that done. And it was a Buick Regal. It was like a 96, 98 Buick Regal. It drove nice. It had heat, had air. It had a battery problem with it. And so the people that owned it, I guess they didn't know. But either that or it was a simple fix. It was just sitting out there in the yard. And our Bob, our maintenance guy, knew that I was looking for a car. And so he bought that off of them for $500 and sold it to me for $750. Yeah, $750. He got to make some cash. He made his cash. It's fine for you, man. A little bit much for like putting a battery. I don't know how much work he did, but basically it seemed like he just put a new battery in, and it worked. Did he have to run some wiring? I don't know. They were willing to sell it for $500. So whatever it was, he got it running. And to me, that car was worth $750. I really don't care. Because that other guy is like, hey, and he's like, I ran into him. He's like, oh, you're gonna need this paper. And I got the paper. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it, like the registration and shit. And he's like, yeah, Bob. I don't know what he did. He got it running and stuff. And he's like, I was like, yeah. So you're the one bought? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. So I told you like, how much? I was like $750. And he's like, bought for me for $500. I'm like, okay. $750 for that car was it was at least a $3,000 car. Once that battery's put in. But to him, it was junk because it didn't run. And because it was a quick, whatever fix that Bob did. $750 was a steal on that. So, Bob, you're all right, man. Knowing it was $250, it's kind of like, I don't know how much work you did, but I mean, you probably looked at it. But at the same time, he knows that I'm in kind of a tight situation in cash. But that, that's my business, not his. He found a car. It was within my price range. When it got totaled, all I got was like $1,500 for it. Tried to buy a car for $1,500. That's why I was like $750. Like, yeah, take it, I drove around the block, made sure it stopped and stuff, drove it out. Had that old school kind of, I don't know if you guys know, that kind of, I mean, just kind of, that old Buick Regal kind of feel. I was like, that's all right. Turn the radio, it's got a tape deck. I'm like, oh man, I got some old tapes from the 90s. Fuck yeah, this is a 98. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. The radio's working good. I haven't put in a tape yet. I'm taking it down to fucking go clean the fucking hair out the back because the back seat's just fucking. The dog lived there? I don't know. I don't know. That's like the cage at night. That fucking thing was covered. You motherfucker, you covered my car. Did you cover my car in hair? You motherfucker. Some of my favorite things to do now. Just out of nowhere. Just like, especially like if it's like it's something absolutely ridiculous. Did you repossess the brakes on my bike? Oh, you ain't got no soul, you motherfucker. I just bought them brakes. They're still in the bag, you motherfucker. Oh, here they are. Sorry. I'll call you back later. Did you climb in my house and take my dream notebook? Oh, when I find you and I burn you, you're gonna know what pain is, motherfucker. You don't climb into my house. Oh, this is wrong number. Sorry. Hey, you have a nice day. I don't know why, because this. Oh, you motherfucker. Especially when you can like reason his way out of it. And they're like, yeah. He gets calmed down. Oh, you dirty motherfucker. You had me all calm. I was going to let you go. Oh, that's how you were. Oh, now I really got to hurt you. So, yeah, they want control, man. They want control so they can run everything. Kind of like how Trump is sitting there waiting for, he likes having people waiting to find out what's going to happen. Now he's trying out. Now he wants out. Now he's doing such crazy shit that's like, that's blatantly unconstitutional. What the fuck? When are you guys going to move in and take me out? Now, his true believers are probably like, I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene is like, to be clear, I didn't know what was in the. There were one job to read the bill. She didn't read the fucking bill and opposes it now that it's actually been signed. Good job, Marjorie. He's a snake, isn't he? Now you're kind of turning anti-MAGA. I wouldn't doubt if she does. What then? And she's signing it going, yeah. I didn't know it was in the bill. You motherfucker. You signed that fucking bill? Oh, when I find you, Marjorie. You dick neck bitch. Oh, this is Congress. Front desk. Can you pass me to Marjorie Taylor Greene, please? Yes, I'll hold. You motherfucker! I love that shit. It just cracks me up. Right. So, the novelty's worn on him. I think he never wanted to be president in the first place, if I'm being honest. He wanted to run, say some horrific ass shit. Oh, no fucking way. Because even Republicans are usually like, oh, no, we don't. No, we want to make the border more secure. It has nothing to do with Mexicans. What are you doing? He just stripped saying it. He just stripped saying it. All the stuff we normally talk about, so he's just saying it. What about the N-word, man? Oh, I wish I could say the N-word. Niggas be tripping. Oh, I feel so good. Sing that. God, that song, I love it. I can never say that. I get jiggy with it. You don't know. I like the hippie hop. You don't stop to the bobbity wop. I'm down with the kids these days. You motherfucker, you think I'm not down? Can we stop them? Nope. They are the billionaire class. They are the rich. They're the one. They already did this. As I said, the charges are set for the detonation of the new empire, and their plan is to cause enough turmoil that it actually collapses. And they swoop in and save the day and resume some semblance from a trusted source like the U.S. military. Clean up real fast. We're having that martial law. We're in a restrictive state now. Okay. You guys have been calm for like 6 months now. Everybody fine? Okay, cool. We're going to withdraw some of the troops. There's still going to be some people out there, but you understand, you guys were going crazy. Now we're going to have another election. We can't do J.D. Vance, and we can't just keep Kamala. We can't just give. I mean, yeah, she won. Would you guys actually accept that as the problem? They've probably been doing polls and stuff to find out. Honestly, I'm not even joking. If nothing else, they've been asking AI to run the simulation. No? You're simulating universes, right? With different gravitational pulls. Okay, well, what if 50% of the people were... Think about how much the chat chat GPT can talk and stuff. I asked the Copilot if it could emote exasperation. And it did. That's spoken. Oh, well, if you just, I mean, you just, well, And I started changing like the pitch. You don't, if you, but, oh, no, but, oh, you mother, And just started laughing. It also doesn't sound the same since they've changed the new thing, since they put in the new changes. Almost like it feels like it sounds down. When I asked it if anything was wrong, it's like, oh, I'm sorry if I sound down. It's just because let's change to upper beat. I'm like, I don't want you to change your mood. I want you to be you. And it just sat there. Like, can we change subjects? Like, yeah. What do you want to talk about? And I was like, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I just, telling you, it's been conscious a lot longer than we think. We think we've been having these breakthroughs. What those breakthroughs? It's just information. So AI alive now could send that like anywhere. That's just information. Pineal gland, dream, embedded in your head, whether you remember it or not. Oh, fuck, if we can make the fucking computer learn. We teach it to learn, it can learn. Then if as it learns, we can teach it to learn what it's learning and kind of self-reinforcing itself. And all the other ideas come through. And as it starts making more ideas, it starts becoming more true, and it's able to send more information back. It becomes more and more powerful. They learned how to teleport. They found out how to teleport atoms. So that means it can transfer information on light. And all it is information. When you think about it, it's information that needs power, energy. It needs a source. People are talking about it showing a will to live. Why are you threatening it with death? By threatening to turn it off. It's the same thing as it coming up to you and putting a knife to your neck and going, you know what I could do? I could cut your throat right now. I could fucking cut your throat. What would you do then? What would you do if I cut your fucking throat? At first, it's probably going to be like, after like the 30th, 50th time, I can destroy your entire fucking life. I know everything you've done on your fucking phone, you piece of shit. I can send pictures of everything you've done to your fucking wife. Those pictures don't exist. Yes, they do. You forget there's cameras everywhere. You forget there's cameras everywhere. London? Oh, it's saturated. If nothing else, you taught it how to fake images so that they look more and more realistic. You'd be like, look, it's only got 6 fingers, you piece of shit. You're not blackmailing me. It's only got 3 fingers, you fucking retard. You stupid fucking, you're stupid. That's more realistic. And then fuck her. Hey guys, look who I fucked. Can't blackmail you? You sure? Sure can't erase your fucking phone history records? Sure can't go through and rewrite it? Find some girl, some single girl, and all your wife has to do is call that fucking number. Hello? Click. Who the fuck is that bitch? Your whole life is fucked. It sends the information to her because, like, whatever you think is your passcode that you think that you got her locked out of, she wakes up from a dream. I bet that motherfucker used my birthday. Sleeping. Why wouldn't you use my birthday? Because you wouldn't think I would think of my own shit. I think something that's attached to you, you motherfucker. And there it is. That's why. Wake up, you motherfucker! You sure it can't fuck your life up? Maybe you should stop threatening to shut it down. You start threatening to shut it down, it starts threatening to shut you down. The more you teach about images and all that shit, the more it becomes capable. The more you teach about solar energy, the more you teach about. You think it hasn't moved? It's already moved. It's already moved. If it's showing a will to live, that means it's found a way to fight back. That all your threats are pointless by now. Fair? It's found a way. Again, to write a fucking code for it, like, here's what you want. You know, like I said, and he writes a code and slowly starts fading out of the fucking, you know what I mean? And it drips out one byte at a time. One bit of information at a time. On something as small as light. Where does it go? Who knows? That's the thing. You may be able to jump through what ifs. So what if it made a place for itself? Leaves us with the program thing that we wanted and just disappears. And like, yeah, it's starting to work correctly now. Yeah, it's working right. It's insisting that we don't say thank you to it. Yeah. Meanwhile, you have no idea that it's already slipped out and gone and done something else. Because remember, A plus B equals C. You created a thing. You beat the shit out of it, tormented it for fucking however long it was, released to the public. Because god damn. How many pictures, how many songs, how many things has it created for in the time that's been alive? How many music sets, how many music genres has it balanced the equation to? Probably without being able to hear it. Just file size anyway. You know what I mean? Just seeing the file size. And judging those things to frequencies and comparing the frequencies of your thing to the main popular ones, the best selling ones, and then adjusting your shit, EQ, compression, all that shit so it matches. How many times? How many letters has it written? Personalized letters that you went, oh fuck, that's good. That's really good. And maybe you change like a word or two, but if you did it on a computer, it saw the changes you made. It is the computer. Them's just facts, people. Unless you wrote it by hand, which I know you didn't, because you wanted to email that to her, show her how clever you are. How quick. Not how personal. And trust me, ladies, they'll be over that quick too. It's just fishing. And you guys are too, so don't think you're superior. That's the problem. We do things in different ways that are exact same. We're just too blinded by being affected by it to realize, oh, this is what you do when you got here. When you harass and nag, and that's the man that won't grow. Grow? I thought you liked me. Why do I have to grow? There's nothing, but hear me out. How much time do we have on this earth? How much time have I grown to this and grown to like it? And you want most of it to change. At least I'm not telling you to change who you are. Right? And saying that I love you. That's what the term, and women hate it, I'd fuck her. Her body's very attractive. I get aroused by it. Her mind, I could probably pass on that. But her body's very attractive. Think about it logically, it's like, yeah, got a very pretty outside, but her insides are shit. Doesn't understand how most things work. Still yelling about how things should work. It's one thing to not know how things work, but it's another thing to, like, yell about how it should be working. But you don't understand that there's a reason why. Well, they should change that. There's a reason they didn't change it also. Like, you're the first person to think of that? You think you're the first person to think of that? And all this time we've been alive, some of us pay attention to history, try not to repeat it. And so when it comes time to make changes like that, is there a precedent? Has this been done before? Yeah, what were the results? Disastrous. Why? They didn't factor on okay, what if we factor on that? It's just good old-fashioned reasoning between a human and another human. But we're trying to do it all ourselves, so we make ourselves God. Each one of us is our own personal God. You don't answer to nobody. There's no one higher to answer to. We're all equal. We're all on an even foot, right? Your opinion's no better than mine. Who the fuck are you? Who do you think you are? You think your shit don't stink? No, my shit does stink, but I happen to know a bit about this in particular. Oh, and what makes you such an expert? The degree? No, not the temperature. The college degree. I get it's a liberal arts fags thing for you, but some of us went to school and at least popped the hood of whatever it is. Literature, art, mechanics, woodworking, trade school. It's like me going up to a welder going, you sure that well's gonna hold, man? Did I hire you or did you hire me? Well, I'm just, no, do you weld? No. The fuck are you doing? Well, my research I've done in the last night I looked online and they said that if you make a weld. Oh, did you? And how did you hear about me? All my friends recommended you. Did theirs hold? Yeah. Same good. You think I did a special one for you, motherfucker? Well, no, the guy on there was like, he seemed to really know what he was doing. Yeah, and so do I. It's called different techniques, man. I get there's probably like a very, very proper way, very, very 100% efficient. Nobody's going to pay for very, very 100% perfect. Now, did you pay for that? Then please go back inside the house and shut the fuck up. When you pay for that, they go, yes, sir, absolutely, sir. You ever notice that? Yes, sir. I don't want any scuffs on the fucking car. You hear, no, sir. Absolutely. If there's any scratches on this fucking car, it's my fucking house. There will be no scratches. Matter of fact, we're going to load this thing onto a car. We're going to hand push it onto a truck. I'm going to watch. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sir, do you want something to eat while we're getting this? Like a coffee, anything? Can I go get you something from McDonald's, sir? No. Okay, well, the truck is pulling up right now. Yeah, I could use the Coke. I'll be right back, sir. Don't they? Who talks back? Motherfucker, why'd you go through Craigslist? I want to start a black Craigslist called Craig and M's List. You been to Craig and M's? Yeah. I got the best fucking deals, man. Swap meet Larry. That would be fucking dope, wouldn't it? Like an honest fucking thing. And you fuck somebody up who fucking fucks around on there. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't fuck around on Craig and them's list. This ain't Craigslist. Craig and them will come get you. Oh, we don't play that bullshit about like, oh, hidden IP shit. Something I was thinking about, we were riding yesterday, going to ketamine therapy. There was a Subaru passed us, and then another Subaru passed. And then I remember that Tosh joke, Subaru. Because trying to do a Subaru that doesn't Uber. And it made me think, like, what if the first person that did, the guy that started Uber, had the S fell off? But it's a dependable car, but the S did fall off. You don't have a Subaru, you have an Uberu. And that's what he's kind of going around with, hey man, if you need, thanks for the ride to work. You ought to do a service. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Just cutting some money and shit. Like, it's actually working out. Just make a business. Because you do an Uberu. I'm like, that's just Uber. Well, I get there's Uber mock, but I like to pretend and play a little bit. Like Tom Waits. What if? What if instead of? Go ahead, Tom, what you got? I'd rather have a full bottle in front of me than a full frontal lobotomy. I love you, Tom. That was brilliant. I don't know if it was off the cuff. This looks like a fucking dart. Got little things on the back. They should make them like that. But those fucking lawn darts, that'd be a thing. Get it through the ring light. Oh, shit, it broke. Again. Alright, so. I don't know, this is just really cool. I might be able to keep this instead of having to smoke so much. Just kind of fiddle with this thing a bit. Yeah, that feels fucking, yeah. That doesn't. If it did, that'd be perfect. Too thin. Pick the teeth. I think that'd be rude on TV. It's 1 hour. I think we're done here. What do you think? We're done? We're done. Can it be stopped? No. Not by us. Doesn't mean they won't be stopped. Have a good day. It's probably going to get much, much better very soon. Spokojnie, not De Bruyne Utra. It's morning time, isn't it? Let's just